You made it. Well done. Roll those shoulders and down. Keep these legs active though. So as you're rolling these shoulders, keep pressing down into the mat. One more. I'm going to take those arms up. Release the wrists. Wriggle those ribs. Just getting that end into mid-back. And reach behind. Give me one more of those. Lift. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Reach through the ribs. And down. Well done. So we're just going to start in the centre here. If we want to right from the start, we can bring that weight onto the toes. Our hips stay fixed to me as we rotate the upper body to the side. So coming round. And then through the middle to the other side. Round we go. Back through the middle. Heels down. Well done. We're going to take it up a notch. We're going to loop our fingers together, come behind the head, but keep the shoulders dropped down nice and low. Again, it's a choice. If you want to bring those weight onto the toes, we bring the elbow back. Turning the upper body. Feel more that spinal twist into that mid-back. Coming back through the centre. We're going to try to stay on these toes as we come to the other side. And then we're going to keep our hands up here as we come back to centre. Drop those heels. Give me some single knee lifts. Keeping nice and wide open through that wrist bone and chest. 3, 2, faster for 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, stay in here. One more exercise. So when we take a knee up, we want to tip the shoulder towards or tip the elbow towards, we are challenging everything. Throwing your vestibular system, we're moving your vision, and we're standing on something wobbly. But we're going to have a go. Side to side. Now we can always step forward onto the hard floor. That takes away the wobbles. So we've got more purchase to the floor. You can feel tipping forward and up. The other thing you can do to help yourself is keep your eyes on a spot. Even though you're tipping forward, you can still spot something and give yourself a little more chance. Tip and lift. One more each side. Tip and lift. Last one. Tip. Release a little bit. Lift. And release. Well done. We're going to come forward, raising onto those toes. Tap and open and low. A few more of those. Lift, tap, open. We'll go to up. Open, up, tap, open. We're going to keep our feet flat. We're going to come up to goalpost and out to the side and stay here with a little squeeze between the shoulder blades and release. Active legs, feeling that squeeze between the shoulder blades. You can almost imagine yourself on the rollers, that stretch, isn't it, where we have that lovely arch opening through the chest. But here, we've got to work against gravity, so we need to work the triceps are open, but we need to work into that mid-back. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. 2 and 1. Stay here, 8 little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay open. Reach and fold. Reach and fold. Keeping these legs active, pushing down into the mat. 4, 3, 2, stay, 8 turns. 1, 2, spreading the fingers wide. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And relax. Well done. We're going to climb in to our TheraBand. So, fun and games. Half the battle is just getting it on. So, step into one. Step into the other. It works.
Should we be using green or red?
Doesn't matter for this exercise. Yeah. If you wanted to use green, you might find it doesn't flip and go into a tight knot as much, because the green is slightly bigger. See if it starts to tourniquet a little bit like that. Just it, then the green can be a little bit nicer on legs and things.
Right.
Alrighty, well done. We're not in for too long. See how it feels.
These will drop off all day.
At the start, we want to just try to keep our train track lines. It's when you want to pull your knees together or come and assist. So we're just going to try to reach and come up into standing. Reach and stand. Reach and stand. These will be the next thing I upgrade. You get thick cotton ones now. Which look rather 5-star. And we're going to just add that little reach, and this time as we come up, we're going to press onto the toes, opening those shoulders. Well done. Reach and then press back. So you've got to activate that posterior chain. You've got to squeeze your glutes, reaching through the arms. Again, we feel that little squeeze and activation between your shoulder blades. 3 more. Push and push and 2 and 1, and then we come down. We're going to have our feet together because we're going to step out. We're going to reach onto our toes. We come down, stepping in, stepping out. Reach. Down. Last week we had balls in our hand for this one. Open. Reach. Down. In. Step it out. All right. In. Stepping in. Stepping out. Out. Down. In. Out. Reach. 3 more. In, out, down, in, out, nearly there, out, in, out, and up, and down. Well done. So we're going to take that sideways and we're going to play with a little bit of scooter. Hands on the hips so you can see where you are. I want you to make sure we're level across those headlights. And then we're going to take our hands in front, and that's just to connect them. We're going to take one leg forward, and it's going to reach forward and pull back. And we're getting that little stretch on the band. Reach, slide back. So the other leg's not moving, the rest of the body is able to hold, but it is being pulled by that band. It's being willed to move, but we're saying no. Reach, pull. So this means both legs are actively working. You can feel that the glute on the stable leg. You're going to feel that it is working in there. Out to that side hip. Can we turn more to this side? Slide, reach, slide. Like you're pressing a skateboard along. Other side. Reach, slide, reach, slide, reach, reach. 4, 3, 2, 1, and beautiful. Now this is on for a couple of exercises on the floor. Your choice, you can take it off, but if you can get down with it on, saves you that battle. Nice and long through the back of the neck. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath or open across our chest. Feet flat onto the floor. We want to follow our train track alignment, so we want to make sure that our knees are not pulled together, so take some space in between. Well done. We're just going to rest our hands on our headlights. Awareness of that neutral spine, so at that nice low set back. We're going to be pulling against that band. We're going to take one leg into tabletop, 90 degrees, and then lower. Lift and lower. So each time we're getting that little pull on the band. Your focus is holding a neutral spine and level hip. So the pelvis is going to be pulled, wanting to move. So bringing that knee in, Helen, so we're pulling in up into 90. Bring that knee in. That's it. Pulling against the band. 3, 2, 1. Hands to ceiling. This time curling forward, tap the band, and then block by block. Rolling that spine back down. Again, curl, reach, and block by block down. We're going to have a hand behind our head here to also just give us a little bit of assistance. Forward, reach, and block by block down. You've got a good view of your legs here. You're able to see that you're holding that train track alignment, keeping parallel. Roll it down. One more of these singles. Up. Roll it down. This time, come up and grab hold of those legs. We're going to pull them in. And we can lower the head back down. Well done. So just have a little wobble side to side. We can lose our neutral spine here and have more of an imprinted spine. So the low back resting down. We can take our hands to the floor here. And we have the reverse of those single lifts. We're going to push one leg towards the mat and then bring it up. Push the other one away and up. Now close to the bottom. It's going to be easier as per our normal scissors rules. Further away, more stretch on the band, but you can't allow that low back to lift. So we are working hard to hold our alignment, to keep that shape, and you're going to feel you're working a lot harder around those hips. Tap. Tap. 4, 3, 2, and we'll take it into that scissors. This switching in the air, last 8 and 7, sneaky, and 6 and 5, and last ones, 3, 2 and 1. We can keep it in to take it off. You're done. Short and sharp, but it's just giving us a lovely little warm up around our hips and glutes to begin class. Well done. We're going to loop our fingers together. We're going to take those hands behind the head so we have some lovely neck support. I can just see my elbows in my peripheral vision. I'm going to curl the upper body forward. I'm going to hold here, so not nice low shoulders. I'm looking down between my legs. I'm going to line down to these legs. I'm going to lift one, hold position, scoop up, lift the other, and then lower one, lower the other, and take the head back down. Curling up, set, lift one, lift the other, lower, lower, and roll it down. Give me 2 more of these. Curl, lift, lift, lower, lower, and down. Breathing in, down here to exhale, sliding the rib cage in. Last one, lift, lower, and lower, and down we come. Well done. This time, taking the hands down beside you, we're going to take that work today a little bit from front to back and front to back. We're going to lift up into bridge. We're going to lift up through those hips, pushing the feet to the floor, squeezing the glutes, but we roll the spine down. Block by block by block. Now we can take our hands to ceiling here without the legs working too hard. So we're on no rollers and balls this week. And as we roll down, I always find I can feel it a little clearer through the spine. Again, pressing through these feet. Lift, squeeze, and set the height at the top before you roll down. Block by block by block by block. Again, lift, set, squeeze, and rolling down through the spine. Well done. This time we're going to take our hands back down. We're going to take the heel onto the knee out the side. Now that weight, it wants to pull you and twist you through the hips. We have to keep this feeling of our headlights nice and level as we do 5 single bridges. So we're going to push through our strong leg to the floor and then touching the hips back down, lifting up, flat back, and we come into lower flat back. So the focus here is that we've created this twist which we have to work hard to keep ourselves level through our center part. Lift and lift. Well done. We're going to change legs and try 5 to this side. Heel on the knee. You can feel the knee drag as it comes out to the side. It wants to twist you. But we're going to work hard through the center. Tapping down. Tighten another belt notch to keep level across these hips. And lift. And 2. And 1. Lovely work. We're coming back to the hands behind the head, taking the work to the back of the body. Back to our center at the front. We're going to start playing with some crisscross. You're going to draw forward for an elbow and knee, and back to starting position. Cross to the other side, and back to starting. Over, and lower. Lovely control. So it really is a 3-step up, step down. Up and over, down and back. Up and over, down and back. One more each way, nice and simple, before I add in our first extension. Up and over, down and back. And just take a pause and breathe. As we do that, we just have one leg that's not doing anything. So we're going to come up and over and pause here. The other leg we're going to lift to tabletop and lower, and then continue as though nothing's happened. Up and over, hold that position, lifting our free leg, and down, and lower. So with an extra step, up and over, lift, lower, and down, over, lift, lower, and down. 4 more, over, lift, lower, and switch, lift, lower, over. Last 2, we're so close, team. Keep it going. Good. Inhale on the way up to exhale across. Lift, lower, and back. Well done. Release those hands again. Lovely job. Bring your knees in once more. Give yourself a little roll side to side, and just loosening up that back. If you want, you can take those knees a little wider and create a little rocking horse. So just getting that little roll, side to side, releasing and relaxing down through the back of the pelvis and that lower back. So we're going to bring that work up into our single leg stretch, and to do that we curl forward the upper body and we grab hold of one leg as we're reaching across the body to the knee, outside hand to the foot, the other leg reaches and extends away long, and then we switch and we reach and grab the other leg and squeezing in, but we're reaching long through the reaching leg. So we have that little yin-yang play again of a push and pull. Just as we're doing standing, we press down through our standing leg to release the other. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come in with those knees, breathe. We'll reset ourselves for round 2. Okay. On your next exhale, curling forward, we come up and we set that hold to one leg, and we reach and extend through the other to come and switch, and it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and in and lower the head with a roll, side to side once more. Well done. Feet back down. This time we're going to slide these hands underneath our bottom so we can feel what's happening. We can feel weight on them, we can feel equal weight on them. We're going to take one leg up to tabletop. We have a pencil on our knee, and that pencil is going to draw circles. Now the thing here is we've got this lovely hand position where we're able to feel the weight, the back of our hips. We want to keep the weight equal rest across our hands. So draw in through your center. And as that knee circles around, we're holding equal weight through our hands, which shows that our pelvis is stable. We're able to hold our center. Let's reverse our circles and see if we can hold this position again. Equal weight resting on our hands. Last 2 circles. Let's try the other leg. Even as we change legs, keeping the weight equal across those hands and circles. reverse the circle. As we go around the other side, we've got our shoulders lovely and soft. Drawing circles with our knee. 2 and 1. This time, shorter amount, we're going to take that leg up to the ceiling. Now it doesn't matter if it's soft, we're going to take the pencil as our big toe now, and the big toe takes circles. Now we might be bigger than a dinner plate now, we might be more to a platter size, heading out towards a hula hoop. So just feeling though that equal weight across the hands, using it as our guide as to what our headlights are doing. So we're just getting more feeling and feedback. Reverse that. I'd love to know if there's a way of registering my circles. Sometimes I think I'm doing a beautiful circle, and I wonder if it's an oval. Sometimes a bit squared. So just trying to smooth that off, getting that muscle coordination to create those smooth lines. Let's try this to the other leg as we scoop and we lift it up. Pencil is now the big toe. Circles. Again, level across these hips, level across our hands. Reverse the circle. Last set. Last 2. And fold that leg in. Well done. Stretch it out. Take the arms above the head. Just wriggling around to release those trapped hands. We're going to roll ourselves up to sitting. So we're going to inhale back here. We exhale to roll the arms forward. Curl, 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 curl. Up we come. Add yourself a nice little stretch and release. And remember here, sometimes the stretch isn't always into the hamstrings. You might feel that more mid-back, low back. Well done. We're going to stay where we are on the mat because we're going to lift up. We have our hands stacked and we're shuffling back all the way to the back of the mat, just tapping into more obliques, following that crisscross, wriggling back, and once we're back, come forward and go for it, wriggling forward. Sometimes it feels a little faster this way. Wriggling forward to the feet to the edge, and you're good. We're going to take our hands beside us, and we're going to bend both legs in. So again, just playing for this different shoulder position, seeing how we feel. The first step is just that press down and that lift of the breastbone, and then we can sink off it again because it's finding that position, lifting through that breastbone, we're pushing down through the hands, and release. Twice more. Push, release, and push, release. Well done. So we know the difference between good and bad as such. We're going to lift up into that good position. I want to see if we can push our feet and get our bottom through the hole to the other side of those hands. And then we're going to lift and try to get the bottom on the inside. Bend your legs up, give yourself some help. Seeing if we can reach through. And reach through. Think of yourself as a gymnast. Reach. 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 And bring the feet in a bit closer if that helps you to give you that push. Reach. Reach. And reach. Well done. And down into our side. We're going to need our block because we've got some inner thigh work to do soon. We'll grab that when it's needed, but we're on our side. We've got length through that top waist. Nice and long through that spine. We'll activate our center here so we can hold this position. We're simply going to begin with a top lift of the knee and foot and lower. So as we lift and lower, that knee and foot take on the same height. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. This time, lift, reach it long. Fold it in and lower again. Repeating that. Up, reach. In, down. Up, reach. In, down. Up, reach. down. 2 more. Up, reach. And down. Up, reach. In and pause. Top arm up. We're going to take this knee up higher, so we're opening up through that knee and hip a little more. And then we're going to reach away, lovely and long. To come back up into that high knee tap and away. Good long stretch. Tap and reach. Tap and reach. And 4. Push. 3. Push. 2. Push. And 1. And long leg stays. We're nice and long through the top of the body. We're going to tap the front corner of the mat. Arch it over to the back corner. And forward. And back. And tap. And reach. And again, just a 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now this top leg is going to come in. And its top knee is going to rest on the block. The bottom leg comes straight. So it's a nice long reach with the lower leg. And we're going to lift that lower leg off. And we're going to make sure here we've got our center and our pelvic floor engaged to support the whole lift of this leg. So close in, draw into midline. And we're going to do nice 10 slow lifts. Lift and left, left. Well done. 4, 3, go the inner thigh. 2, and hold it up. Hold. 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold, hold. Less jiggling through the upper body. So we're going to draw in a little tighter here to hold and absorb that wriggle. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, well done. We're going to take both legs out long. Wriggling into torpedo. Awkward mermaid. Lifting one leg. Up and join, whether it's foot or heel or toes, and lower. Got to have some connection at the top, which will click in the inner thigh once again. Up, together, lower. Lift, together, lower. Up, up, and lower. Lift, lift, and lower. Up, up, lower. Lift, lift, lower. Up, up, lower. Lift, lift. 2 more here, nearly there. Up, together, and down. And lift, together, and down. Well done, curl it in. So, onto our side. We're going to rest onto the back of that shoulder blade and get to our arm opening here. So a nice breath into ceiling. And then exhale. Open, open, open. It's a chance to check in with your body each week. See how it feels. Whether you're feeling tightness more into mid-back or through that shoulder. Forward and back if you wish, or more than comfortable with you staying open and just using that breath, breathing in and out, just trying to open. Tap into that spinal rotation, getting that twist. One last one to this side. You're going to finish off your last one there before you come up and over to the other side. Block will stay in about the right position for when we need it for that inner thigh play. We've got to stack ourselves up again so the hips are stacked nice. We have that length through the top waist. Engage through our centre. And we'll begin with simply that little lift and lower of the top leg. Lift and lower. So that knee and foot keeping the same height. Lift and lower. Good job. Lift. From this one we lift and we extend, fold and lower. Well done. Up, reach, in, lower, up, reach, in, lower, up, reach, in, lower. Last two. Up, push it long, in, lower and up. Reach in, lower. The hand is up. We're going to open the knee wider now. So open up to tap the high knee and then we're out. Come in nice and high and reach. Tap, reach. We're reaching away from the center. Push, tap, 4. Reach it long. Well done. 3. Push, 2. Reach 1 more and away. Well done. We are going to grab our blocks. We're going to bring that top knee on top to the block. It rests the lower leg getting stretched out nice and long. We're going to scoop it off the floor. Checking, making sure we've got our center engaged, pelvic floor closed, everything coming into that midline hold as we lift and lift. We're starting slow, lift and lift, up, we keep going, 4, 3, 2, up and hold, pulsing for 10, go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it, breathe. I want us to try and have less jiggles. We're going to absorb that movement of the leg into our centers, so tighten the notch, 1 more space, ready, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Leg lowers, other leg reaching out on top and extend it long. Awkward mermaid. Lift, up and together, lower, up together, lower, lift, left and lower, up and lower, lift. Just that last little tap for our inner thighs. Left, lift and lower. Up, tap and lower. Up, reach and lower. A couple more. Up and lower. Well done. Curl it in. Arm openings to this side. Good job. So just resting onto the back of that shoulder, already getting some opening and twist through the spine. We're breathing in so we can exhale. Well done. Curling those knees right up in front of the chest. That's it, well done. Playing here with your breathing again. Focus on where you're feeling it. Is it the same as the other side? What do we notice? One last one to the side. Do you want the good news or the good news? Not forgotten about doing 10 push-ups.
You just run out of time sometimes, don't you?
I'm just really proud. No, it's my memory.
I've got on my first
Well,
class.
apart from at the end, it's hard to get done, but there's no time.
Well, actually, sometimes there was literally no time, and I think
Yeah.
we've done a lot of arms. You're not going to be my friends if we throw it in, but I've remembered today. We're doing it today. We're doing our 10 push-ups. Well done. Whichever pattern suits. There is another trick I can give you. Remember, sometimes we use our leg to give ourselves that booster up. And the idea of that is almost thinking about something else giving you the lift. So as you do your push-ups today, one thing you can think about, that as I lower, if you just think about all my arms, oh, it's my arms, you know, if you put the focus on the arms doing all the work, it's exhausting and you'll feel it quickly. Almost imagine you've got a harness and there's a lift coming from another part of the body. So if you think about, say, maybe at the back here on a belt, that someone is literally, your imaginary friend is grabbing you by the belt and lifting you up. Put the focus on your lift to a different spot and just see how that feels. So as you lower, it changes that muscle pattern. It's just complete trickery. But feel that lift coming from a different spot. Taking that strain and stress away from just arms doing all the work, because there's a complete link right into your center. So as you lower and lift, feel that pull, like someone's got you around your belt or between your shoulder blades, grabbing your t-shirt, and feeling that lift. Releasing those wrists. Now, we're going to come down into our strong elbow triangle here. Pressing down into the mat, so we've got this lovely strong position. And we're going to turn over that toe. So we're going to turn over the toe and push back through the heel. We're going to turn over the other toe and push back through the heel, and then come in with one knee and in with the other. So again, nice strong triangle with the arms. Tipping over the toe, in, and in, over, in. Okay, pause. And what we feel is we have those nice long heels. All we're going to do is a weight shift onto our toes. So we're going to go out on the heel, pushing back with the heel, come forward onto those toes, push back to the heels, and we lower down and down. push back, transfer the weight onto the toes, pushing back onto the heels, lower one knee and the other, push back, drive forward onto the toes, push back, lower, one more here, push back, rocking onto the toes, push back, knee down, and release back. Well done indeed. Now just releasing these hands again, we're going to take that work up into our rocket ship. We have to slightly awkwardly tuck your toes under down here. Gives us a little bit of a lift. Well done. So toes are tucked under. We're reaching out through the hands, and the magic of the rocket ship is really thinking about what your hips are doing. So as our hips travel forward, they sit up above the knees, and that's when we push strong through our feet. We come into that rocket length, and then we lower the knees, and we're reaching back. And again, shifting the hips forward and push into a nice long line. Lower the knees, drifting back. Two more. Travel, push, lower, and release. One more. And push, lower, and release. This time, you can stick to the singles, or while we're up there, we're going to take our feet a little wider, in and in. So we're going to travel, rocket ship, and hold. Take a foot wider, and another foot wider, and in, lower the knees, and down.
Switching the neck.
Well done. And travel, push and hold. Step a foot wider, other foot wider, take it in, lower and back. Can we do two more of these? Yes, we can. Travel and push, wider, in, lower. Well done. This is a big exercise. Travel and rocket ship. We're up, wider, in, lower, and release. Well done. So just release those wrists again for me. Good job. All right. We want to get another good side opening here. So we're going to come up onto all fours, and this time we're going to go narrow. Knees are together, hands are together. So right from the get-go, we're compromised. So what are we going to do? We're going to slide the leg long. We can use that toe, that big toe on the floor, to give us a little bit of a turn as we come and take that hand to the ceiling. So we've got to activate, we've got to squeeze our bottom. If we want to have a go, we can take that foot off the floor, holding ourselves lovely and long on our side. Get my side balance there, well done. Reach, and then coming in for that soft landing. To the other side, starting with the foot, we're turning. We have the hand to the ceiling, activate through the leg before we come up long. And then in for soft landing. Slide, turning onto that toe so we've got good contact to the floor. Lifting if we can, holding that side balance. Whoosh, down, in, to the other side. Long, turning, and the hand up first. Activate those glutes so we can take the leg. We're just simply balancing on our side. Down and in. Last ones. Slide, turning, set, find that position, reaching, length to save yourself. Down and in. Lucky last one. Slide, turning, find that big toe, recruit the glutes, hold, down, soft landing. We're going to keep those toes tucked under because we're going to push ourselves back onto them, and we're going to roll ourselves up, heels down, tailbone down, stacking the blocks as we come up and up and up, and breathe for me so we're not dizzy. We're going to come back into our center. Alright, we've got nice stacked legs again without the strain of the TheraBand around, the loop. Hands on hips for me. We're going to lower those knees. Take a little push side to side, keeping the heels down and feeling that stretch come into the calf at the back. So pushing that knee forward over those toes. And then we're going to go through with both knees coming over the toes. And then we take the heels off, balance up tall, lower the heels. So we bend the knees onto the toes, push tall, lower, knees, toes, tall, lower, knees, toes, tall, faster, knees, toes, up, down, knees, toes, up, down, knees, toes, up, down, knees, toes, down, knees, toes, up, down, knees, toes, up, down. Can we reverse that? Can we come tall? We bend our knees and then put the heels down. Well done, tall. Push the knees forward, heels down. Again, tall, knees, heels. Again, up, knees, faster. Up, knees, heels. Up, knees, heels. Up, knees, heels. Up, knees, heels. Two more. Up, knees, heels, and up, knees, heels. Oh, well done. Come up with those arms and give yourself a nice side lean, just leaning into it. And to the other side. Nice side lean, holding onto that hand. And then up tall in the middle. We're going to take that stretch to the back. We're going to hold it behind. Just take your time to take each shoulder a little further back. And then the other one. Just looking for the extra opening through the front of the chest. Taking that shoulder back. Taking that shoulder back. We need to do a little correction here to let that rib cage settle in. Well done. Now we're going to stay here. Strong, long legs. Squeeze your bottom, and we're coming forward first. Hinging at the hip, we're coming forward. You're going to take that stretch right through the whole back of the leg, right? Seeing where you feel comfortable to come forward to. And then we come up, lifting that head, we're coming up with the flat back. This time we have our hands, stay where you are, hands onto the glutes. You can feel then that the glutes are tightened as we do a little bit of a lean back. Strong use of the hands here. And forward, loop the fingers, we're hinging forward at the hip. Hinging forward to come forward for that stretch. And then keeping that flat back up, like closing the ironing board. And then hands onto the glutes. Feel the glutes tight as we do that little extension back. And release. Well done indeed. All right, loop the fingers together. Just give them a little wriggle, wriggle. Change direction if you can think which way you were going. Shake, 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 shake. Nice big breath in. Breathing into the top and then exhale, squash it out. In and up. And out. And then up. And out. And hang down here. Hang low. Just give yourself a little wriggle. We're going to restack. We straighten the legs, tail down, and roll yourself up. Block by block. The shoulders slide back, the head comes back on top. We do a little shoulder rolls. And slide, round, slide, roll, slide, roll, slide. And we're going to finish with a giant hug. So you're going to give yourself a big hug and you can hold onto your shoulders. And we're going to tip forward a little bit. We're going to come around to the side, around to the back, and then forward again, around in that circle, around into that little extension of the upper back, around, and then we're going to change direction. Over to the other side, around, across, and in, around, up, across, and forward, and just hang those arms once again. Rebuild, tail down, stacking the blocks, shoulders down, and the shoulder rolls. We round and slide, roll and slide. Give me one more. Roll and slide.